Boo! I scared you, didn't I? Hello everyone, welcome back to my lore video covering the ghosts from Phasmophobia. Today we're going to be talking about the ghost that's the bane of people with sensitive ears. We're going to be talking about the Banshee, our game's resident harbinger of death. Banshee is a word of Irish origin and is associated with folk tales of fairy spirits living in burial mounds. The role among spirits is to wail or scream to forewarn of an impending death in a person's family. This wail is typically mournful for the person that's going to die. The known appearances of a banshee varies widely, from anything from a beautiful maiden to old crones. They often have white or silvery, long flowing hair. However, it's mostly up to interpretation. The iconic banshee cry is said to be so piercing that it's able to shatter glass. It'll most often be heard by the window at night, or in silence, announcing an imminent death. Now grab your popcorn as I share with you one of the most famous traditional Banshee stories, known as the Banshee of the O'Brien family. And the legend goes like this, my dear viewers. The O'Brien family is one of the most ancient and noble families of Ireland. And because of their royal lineage, the O'Briens were said to have a family banshee who would mourn the death of any clan member, notably their elders and their chiefs. They first claimed to encounter a banshee when the head of their clan fell ill. During this time, their family gathered in their ancestral home and several of their family members claimed to hear an eerie wailing from the outside of the house. It was described as a woman crying in agony, a voice filled with sorrow and heartbreak, but also something otherworldly, echoing through the night like wind over tombstones. The family members even went to investigate outside, but they saw nothing, but the crying still continued until just before dawn. This is because that was when their head clan member passed away. According to the legend, the Banshee's wail marked his death, not as a threat, but as a mournful escort from this world to the next. This tale would become a point of pride in the O'Brien family tradition, not out of fear, but out of reverence. To them, to have a Banshee was to be watched over, remembered, and respected by our spirit of the world. And now that we have a good idea what a Banshee is, let's talk about what they do in-game. The Banshee has a unique targeting system that targets one player at a time, and they won't switch unless the target dies or leaves the game. Naturally, with the strong chords this ghosts have, they're more likely to perform the singing ghost events. Extra cool, they have their own unique wail sound in the parabolic microphone that sounds like this. When the hunt begins, they're more likely to roam towards their target player. A good strategy to get the edge over a Banshee is to immediately figure out who they're trying to target. This is important because the other players can continue to investigate with impunity while the other player stays a safe distance away while topping off their sanity. And for its final lore accuracy rating, I'm gonna have to give it a 6 out of 10. The wailing sound event is a great reference to its iconic scream, but in traditional folklore, the Banshee doesn't kill. Overall, it lacks the emotional and spiritual nuance to be lore accurate. Anyways guys, that's gonna wrap up this video. Have a good night everyone.